Hey there, it's Jared Hamilton with the Hamilton Group at Cherry Creek Mortgage, and welcome to another edition of Java with Jared. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Happy July 3rd. It's the day before the 4th of July, and we actually saw some early fireworks here this week with some economic data and reaction to that. A few surprises with some of this data, and the big surprise was primarily the jobs report, which came out today because the markets are closed tomorrow due to the 4th of July. So it was a little bit early, and that was a big surprise, and I'll get to that in a second. Rates generally finished the week worse than where they were last week, and actually this is kind of the second week in a row, and interest rates are about 0.25% worse from the best numbers of the year, which was about 2 weeks ago. So we have seen rates deteriorate over the last couple of weeks. I don't think that's really going to continue. Who knows? But we have seen rates get a little bit worse. They're still fantastic. But here were the surprises of the week. The first thing, on Monday, we saw pending home sales come in, and pending home sales increased 6%, actually 6.1%, and that was actually the best number since April of 2010, when we saw the big move for people getting under contract due to the tax credit. So expectations were only for a 1% increase. It was 6.1%, so it was a big jump, and that was due primarily to great interest rates and the fact that there is a little bit more inventory, a little bit more homes for people to choose from, and so people would go under contract. But the big number came in today with the unemployment report, and it was a big jump. Expectations were only for an increase of about 200,000 jobs. We actually saw 288,000 jobs added to the economy. The unemployment rate went from 6.3 down to 6.1%. So we saw the unemployment rate also go down. So all in all, a real strong jobs number, at least on the surface. And previous months were also revised upwards, so more jobs added. So it looked like a real strong jobs number. The market, mortgage-backed securities, reacted pretty negatively initially on that, but they've since recovered a little bit. And here's why: because there's the other side of the coin. Now, there were a lot more jobs added to the economy, but the household surveys show that there was about 800,000 jobs added to the economy. However, there were about 400,000 part-time jobs and temporary jobs that were part of that. Actually, full-time employment went down about 400,000. So really, all these jobs that were added to the economy are just part-time and temporary employment numbers. So those are not the jobs that really add to consumer confidence and to spending on the economy. And we've seen those numbers reflected in the GDP number. We saw a negative GDP number for the first quarter. So these jobs are not the type of jobs that are really going to be strengthening the economy. Also, the labor force participation rate, which is what measures how many people who could work are working, remained at 62%, which is amongst the lowest level that it's ever been. So not a real good overall job market strength survey there on the labor force participation rate. So even though there's more jobs added to the economy, it's not going to be the type of jobs that are really going to buoy the economy. And so after the traders kind of dove into these numbers and saw that interest rates have recovered a little bit from some of the losses, they had, not a big rally or anything like that. They're still down on the day, but off of the all-time lows. So that's what's going on with interest rates here this week. We'll see if it continues into next week. We have a shortened trading week, so it'll really see how this all plays out next week. I'll let you know what happens with that. I hope you guys have a very wonderful 4th of July holiday. I hope it's safe and you enjoy the fireworks and just enjoy this wonderful country that we live in. Thanks for joining me with Job with Jared. And if you have any questions, please give us a call. If you are working this weekend, so are we. So give us a call if you have any questions. We'll talk to you soon. And happy 4th of July. Bye-bye.